Hello YouTube, my name is SR3 and today I'm gonna make a little short walkthrough of the Turf application and the user interface of the application itself. And I noticed a lot of people were wanting shorter movies from me and my productions, so this is just a quick overview of the application itself if you are looking for something on that. So the first thing you want to do when you're opening your phone is go to the Play Store. And here you just want to go and search for Turf. And the application itself will pop up in the first search there. I will say Androm underneath it. So click on that one. And yeah, this is how it looks when you find the real application. And some pictures on that and some reviews from the game. And just install it here. You can see that I already have mine installed here. So I'm gonna go ahead and click open, but first of all the application itself, when you got it installed, it will look like this. It's a little yellow guy there with a green background. So I'm gonna go and open it up. And it will look like this and will ask you to activate GPS. But I will skip that for now. And to begin with, I need to go to where I am. So all these red dots you can see on this map now are zones, and I can zoom into one zone here and click on one, and here you can now see the name of the zone. It's called Fatabu, I don't know something, and on top you can see it says Kalmar, and that's what region it's placed in. Then it says owner Kalmariten, which is the person who owns the zone, the player that is. And worth, it says 110 points, the take points, and then it will say 6 points per hour. So each hour you keep this zone will be worth 6 points to your total score. And you can click owner there and you will see the person who owns the zone right now. And you can also see what other zones this turf is currently owning. And by pressing this little yellow button down here next to the red cross, you will also see zones becoming white on the map. These are zones that this player is currently owning here. Here we got another turfer, and you can see he's a red, and that means that he is not me, because my turf character will be green. And he also got a little lightning bolt or something on his chest there, and that's a S mark actually, and it means that this player is supporting the game and actually paying money to the game creators and helping them develop the game. So now if we click on these little boxes down in the right corner, there are, let's see, 2, 4, 3 of them, 7 of them, and we'll show up a little menu here. And the first one we want to click on is this grid here, and it will look like this. Now you can see the zones a little easier, and zoom with these two buttons here that's in the middle down here. You can zoom out and zoom in, and to disable the grid we just click on it again, and it will look like this. The next thing is the question mark, and here you can just get a little tutorial, see the medals and the website, forums, and instructions on the game itself. So here you can read how the app works actually, so you don't really need me. Yeah, I know, it's sad, right? And the next one is this search function. I believe you can search for turfers or zones here. So we got one in Kalmar called Food View. That's the first one that comes to mind. Let's see. Search. And you will see the zone that is called Food View here. Kalmar. 8 points per hour. No users found. Close. And the zone Food View. I don't know why I came into that, but it's located down here. There we got it. Okay, so the next one is the calendar. And here you can see upcoming events, and this is when each round starts, because each session is divided into different rounds. So one round is around 1 month, and you can see when the next one is starting here, the 7th of September, right? around 12 a.m. The next one is this one, this little light bulb here, or light bulb it was, sorry. It's the zone suggestions. And what we have to do here is that we can suggest a zone. So I can just take a click here on a random place, like this, this, and this, and then suggest the zone by clicking on this yellow button here you can see up here. And you would suggest that zone. If you did a mistake, yeah, you obviously click clear, like that, and now it's cleared. Now there are no suggestions there. And yeah, zone suggestions, that's a great function. Thanks to that, there are a lot of zones up here in this little community here. And yeah, otherwise I don't think there would be any there at all. Okay, the next function is the supporter mode. I'm not going to go into detail on that one. And it's the little character next to the support mode. When you open that, that's your own personal card. So here you can see my username, all the medals I'm holding, how many zones I'm keeping, which should be 1 zone now, since I have 5 points per hour, as you can see on the opposite side there. I don't know why. Yeah, and you can click this yellow dice button here, and it will show which zones I'm holding right now. And you can see I don't know which zone I am holding currently. Nope, so that's not important that way. And more you can see my name and rank as well, how many points I have. You can click on a medal here, for instance. Here is a medal I won because I participated in an event. I will give a link to that one in a moment. And close it by clicking there. The next one is this little wheel here, and that's the settings menu. Here you can just change the settings, obviously. And you can change your name here as well, if you want to do that. And now I clicked wrong. Let's see. And there we go. And the next one is this little, what is it, the left corner on the, it looks like 3 pieces of something, a puzzle piece. So if you click that one, you will see that some of the zones becomes white. And that means that these zones are zones that I have visited, unique zones. So the red zones are zones that I have never visited before, since I started playing. The next one is this little high score here. And here we can see who's leading right now. Number 1, King in with 312,000 points. And next stop here, Sune and Kei-Ching. Yes. And I don't know where I am, but there I am. Number 57. So yeah, I need to be better at this. The final one is this, the chat board. And here we can chat with all the other turfers that's out playing. And for some reason I am now at the wrong place. And I have no clue why I am, but yeah, never mind. And to activate the GPS, you also need to remember to go down here, activate the GPS, and then click on the guy in the corner with the red cross on him. And there it will say activate GPS. But I will skip that for now. Alright, so that was the Turf application from the game Turf. And it was a bit shorter, this version. I have covered this before in another Turf movie. And if you want to see that movie, you can click here. Yeah. And I cover a little more of the Turf game, what it's about, and yeah, the application itself. And I'm out playing some Turf as well and looking at some interesting zones. And if you want even more Turf, I covered a Bonanza event. You can click here to see that. And that was the Turf Championship that took place in Kalmar in the late summer of 2014. And if you want even more Turf, you may gladly subscribe to my channel. I usually produce some Turf movies and other interesting stuff. And leave a like if you enjoyed it, and a comment if you want. I will be happy to read those. And as always, thank you for watching this video. My name is Azar Ofri.